Hey guys, what's up? For those of you catching the recording, thank you so much for watching. For those of you jumping on live, hello. I hope you all are enjoying your Tuesday. Maybe you're on lunch break, maybe you have the day off, or maybe you're sneaking in your cubicle watching this live. But I want to just share with you tips on how to control the overwhelm from someone who's experienced extreme anxiety from having a lot to do and having a to-do list that's as long as Santa's bad list. I want to share with you 3 things that I've done are steps that I've taken to kind of control that overwhelm and to help me, live each day with a little bit more peace. So the first thing I do in the morning is my morning routine, and I would love to share that with you in detail later on. But really, as I'm doing that morning routine, I'm writing down everything that I can think of that I have to do. As a woman or as a human, your brain is always racing. And as someone who is currently planning big things like my baby being here and getting the house prepared and getting my maternity ready, I have 1,000 things running through my head. So I'm just writing all that down as I complete my morning routine. But this next step is crucial, and this is what's helped me kind of gain that peace and, control that overwhelming feeling so many people have when they're faced with a big to-do or they're faced with a big project. And that is they look at the long list and they're like, holy shit, how am I going to complete this long list of things? They completely get overwhelmed, and that's exactly what I did. I got extreme anxiety and then I didn't do anything, or I tried to do it all at once, right? So what I do after I complete my long list of to-dos is I categorize it into 3s. The first category is your must do. You must complete this part of your to-do list or your day cannot end. I mean, it has to be things that deadlines are due today, like this morning, this afternoon, this evening. It has to be done today. So I create a must do. And I categorize it, I put circles around it, I star it, I highlight it, whatever I need to do to make sure I complete that first. And once those things are done, and only once those things are done, do I move on to my may do list. Once I've completed my must do, I look at my may do, and that's things that would be great if they got completed today and great if they got completed in the next few days, but they're not something that needs to be done right now. They're things that it's like, oh, that's so great, I got that completed, I don't have to worry about that tomorrow. And then my third category is my can do. And these are items on the list that are just luxury items. I mean, one of my things on my can do is going to get my dog's nails clipped. I mean, I can do that any day of the week, right? But it's been on my list for a while, and so I can do it today if I get the time. So break your list up into 3s. That'll make everything seem less overwhelming. And I know the hardest part is going to be figuring out which one of those you have to get done, but really, is it life or death? Are you going to lose your home? Are you going to lose your car? Are you going to lose your job? Those are things that you must get done today. After you've categorized your list into 3s, the next thing you need to do is set some deadlines. Set deadlines for all 3 categories if you need to, especially your must-dos. Do I need to get this completed by 10 a.m., 11 a.m., midnight tonight? What are your deadlines? And then work backwards. Which one do you need to complete first of those must-dos? Create a deadline. What I do next is I set reminders on my phone. My calendar app is the most important app on my phone right now because I have so much running through my head and I have pregnancy brain like you wouldn't believe. So I am setting event reminders. I create an event, whether it's to, pay my electric bill. I set that event, I create a reminder for, 2 or 1 days prior and then 30 minutes before my specific deadline. I have to create the event because if I don't, I forget. So, my day was going on as normal today and an event popped up on my phone that said pay my hospital bill. And I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that. And I had 30 minutes and obviously I have the rest of the day to do it, but I had created that deadline specifically. So then I had 30 minutes to go online and pay that bill. That had given me so much peace when I first did that deadline and I created that plan. The next thing I would recommend you doing once you're, starting to complete this long list of things to do is take a break every once in a while. Once you've completed 3 or 4 must-do items, take a break. Your brain needs it, your body needs it, your soul needs it. Take a break. Step away from that activity. A lot of my days off I spend working my online business, and so I have a huge list of things I want to get done that day. once I've completed a few of them, my must-dos, I take a break. I literally remove myself from the room I'm doing my work in, and since I can work in whatever room I want, I typically stick to one room while I'm doing all that work, and then I get out. I go do laundry, I go take a walk, I go eat something, I go watch TV, whatever it is, I take a break. It's a scheduled break because y'all know Netflix is addicting. Like, I can't just pop it on and then just, not have a deadline. So I say, one Dexter show. That's my obsession lately. So I watch my Dexter show. Once I'm done with that, I go back to my list and I start from the top. What needs to be done right now? And then you just repeat. You repeat your list. You repeat it the next day. This has been so, so helpful for me. I have been, I planned a wedding all last year, and now I'm planning for this baby, and I could be going crazy right now. A lot of people have been. And whether you have a big project or a small to-do, I think it's important to create that list, because we can get so stuck in our own heads of all these things that we have to do, and it's all in our head. When we get it on paper, it's much easier to handle. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other ideas or things that we could help each other out in. And if this was helpful, let me know. Drop the comments below. I so appreciate everyone who jumped on live, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.